Welcome to Ride with Rosie. Today I have 5 major tips on how to set up your bike, okay? I have a model here today. He's going to help me with the bike. So first we're going to check the saddle height. So the best thing to do is lift your leg 90 degrees. And a little lower, that's perfect. And you want to match the height with the saddle. So you can tell that this is too low. So we're gonna leave your leg down. I'm gonna lift it up. Okay, can you come closer and lift your leg again? Good. Looks like about the right height. So you can tighten it. Or another way you can check is to take your hands, touch your hips. The hip bones, touch the hip bones. Make sure it matches the level of the bike. All right, his hip bones are here. What do you think? Does it match it or lower?
Matches it.
It's good. All right, so it's good. So I'm gonna tighten it just a little bit. He can have his seat on the bike and he's going to put his foot into the pedals. So you can have his seat on the saddle, put your foot inside the pedals. All right, we're gonna loosen it up. All right. And we'll talk about the pedals after the height of the handlebars. So we have the handlebars. You can lift the handlebars up or you can lower it down. Depends on your comfort level. A lot of people who like to bike ride outside, they like to lower the handlebars lower than the saddle. But if you're new to biking or indoor cycling, I would suggest that you have it higher than your saddle. And this is higher than the saddle. So that's good. And now, as you can see, he has his hands on too. And his hands or his arms should be slightly bent. All right? If it's not slightly bent, that means we need to change something. That means we either need to move the saddle forward, or if it's too bent, you can move it backwards. Just like the handlebars. If it's too straight, if your arms look like this, that's not good on two, right? So you want to move the handlebars further or closer. You're going to bring it closer if you need that the arms to be a little bit bent, okay? But you're going to move it forward if it's too bent. You don't want it too bent, just slightly bent. All right. So we talked about the saddle. We talked about the handlebar. You can adjust it up or down, forward or backward. Now we're going to talk about the pedals. All right, I have a sample pedal here. It's important, so important that when you put your shoe inside the pedal, your the metatarsal or the ball of your foot, it goes in the center of the pedal. You don't want to push it too forward. When you go too forward, that's when you get toe pain. You do not want toe pain, okay? So I want to make sure I'm going to have him stop. See, his foot looks like it's in the right place, but can you take it out for a second? All right, we're going to make sure the metatarsal or the ball of your foot is right here in the middle, okay, in the center. So go slide it in. That's great. And then you want to strap it tight, firmly. All right, okay, put the other one in. And now we're going to check his leg extension, okay? So we want to make sure that his knee, it's not protruding too forward like this. We want it to be slightly bent. So you want him to go down to, let's say 6 o'clock. So bring this foot down to 6 o'clock, stop there. It is bent way too much, okay? So we need to adjust something, right? So he's gonna get off the bike. All right, and we're going to adjust the height. It looks like this was too low. So I'm gonna push it up one level. He's gonna try again. Or it might be that the saddle, it might be too forward. We might need to push it back. So we're gonna check that out. We need to unstrap this, make sure can you push your foot all the way in? Not all the way in, but just in the middle, right? In the center and tight in it. All right, now stop at 6. All right, ooh, it's slightly bent. It looks like it's in the right position. Okay, his butt is on the saddle. Good. on the widest part. Make sure that happens. And his arms are stretched too, they're not stretched too forward. They're actually bent too much. So he's gonna off the bike. Oh, let's try that again. He wasn't on the widest part of the saddle. That makes a big difference. Make sure in the widest part. Okay, see, now that he's on the widest part of the saddle, you can tell that his arm extension is slightly bent, which is what we want. And let's put this down on 6. Push your, yep. And this is slightly bent. You do not want your knee to be going over the toes. Okay. And look forward and ride. Let's see how it looks, how it feels. All right, you can go a little faster. All right. And it looks good. All right, so those are 5 major tips on how to set up your bike. If you have any questions, please comment below. I will answer as soon as I can. And also, I have lots of rides, fun rides. So check them out. If you like them, subscribe so you can be notified every time I put out a video, which is usually once a week. All right, have a great day.